Hard Rock Stadium. The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Canes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Damn, niggas are tired today, huh? Huh, nigga?
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Here's the handoff. And he's almost to that first down marker there. See, he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And the Gamecocks are on the move. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
He wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Thank you, Lord.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. On the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on fourth down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
What a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
They'll line up for a second down play. Looking for space. It's Ellington. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Damn, boy. Screw, nigga. Let me try. He doesn't need something. Perfect.
11th play of this opening drive coming up, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in the back pocket.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making the play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 45 on his way. And he breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, the defense knew they had a huge challenge coming into this one. This running back, one of the top 10 in the nation right now in rushing yards. They're going to have to load the box defensively, and they're going to have to get a lot of hats to the football because he is not easy to bring down.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't.
In this game, if you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the back. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. On the option. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Dude, if I'm a DC, I'm throwing I'm throwing my hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? I mean, this is unbelievable, having a guy this dynamic at the quarterback spot that can take it 50-plus and make it look that easy. You stop it.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They trip him up, but not before he has a huge gain and sends a bolt of momentum into the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. With the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Yeah, and this offense, that's what they do. Last week he had 2 rushing touchdowns. They're going to feature him. They're going to get physical, especially inside the 5-yard line. You're going to feed this guy the football. This offense has had success in the past giving him the ball.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hurricane.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Takes the easy one to the back.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He'll ride his man on the option. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Fast motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
He makes the connection. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st.
And nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff to the lone back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down.
Why did he fucking throw it that way? Throw it straight up, nigga. Fucking lying-ass game. I threw it straight up, bro. They threw it way off. And he has Doc. Come on, dog. He's wide open for a touchdown.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air.
Oh, yeah.
Could have it quickly, but it's incomplete.
You know what time it is, dog. You know what time it is. They are not letting you complete passes right now, bro. It's going to be a punt, dog.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They're going to throw it again. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Hurricanes will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
Wide open, nigga.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best bet. South Carolina offense is back on the field.
Yeah, we go. Sounds like they're your home court.
Yeah, they did, and David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental.
Sounds like your home field.
Just trying to solve the
Come on, niggas. Make some motherfucking noise, bitches.
This quarterback right now is in his groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running back searching for a hole. And the Gamecocks will keep this drive going. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st and 10. Off play action. Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing over.
Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to
It's so ugly.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
It's so ugly right now, dog.
They know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll throw it on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete. They tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Gamecocks will boot it away to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now the play fake. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 in middle school and high school. They're just, you could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines, didn't get nervous at all.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you don't always see tosses into the boundary. Most people want to go to the wide side of the field. Defense was ready. Not as much space when you go wide out there, but more importantly, defense doing a great job winning, setting the edge, running to the football, shutting the toss down.
Looking to throw on second down. Got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Miami.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Working that left side now. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And how about that third down? They go 5 wide. They spread the defense out. And quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the first to keep the drive going.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Gibbs. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver shows motion. He's back to throw on second down. Dances away from the heat. Fires on the move. Got it! And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cave. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On second down, just keeps firing. The throw to the outside is complete. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quickly complete. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
Picks up 9. And 1st down for the offense.
The Gamecocks are on the move. He's looking to throw it. Release to the back.
That's if there's an offense.
Thomas. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see
Stop
what
you
the
from picking
officials
that
will
up.
call. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. Looking to throw. He finds his man. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Makes the grab. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
Miami 21. South Carolina 7.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They keep attacking through the air. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see the defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Leaves it with the running back.
Ah, couldn't get out there.
Solid form tackle from this sophomore. Third and short now from their own 48. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
God, he stayed with him. Fuck. I thought he was going to go by him.
And that's a great job by the defense, not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first downs, finding positive runs.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket, trying to make magic with his feet. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
It'll be a draw. Fighting off the defender.
Small game, I know.
That time go down, tick, 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 tick.
He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. Past the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
Pop that ball.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do now.
Hit him still, niggas. I didn't tell you not to hit him.
To recapture some momentum here, what they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Ellington. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
So,
They
good.
really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it.
Get Marcus in there. Give him some run. He's got to get something.
Incomplete.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crap.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
The Canes have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Charlotte is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the Queen City for some time.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket.
I moved to the right too much.
Right downfield.
Fuck.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. These corners backing off a bit. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pick up there. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Now on 2nd down.
Gentlemen out this way.
He's looking to throw. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes. And this defense coming up with points of their own.
Break down record.
Interception return.
Break down school
These
record.
guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
1st and 10 coming up. He wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis.